Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another episode of Wuhe Chilling. Now, this particular picture we're going to look at this episode is called Herd Immunity. Now, this is obviously in reference to Bojo, Boris Johnson, UK Prime Minister, incumbent as of 2021. His idea, or his idea of, it's not his idea, but what he said in a news interview about, achieving herd immunity amongst people, i.e., he's just not going to care. Now, let's just look at this picture. Without further ado, we can see here on the ground they look like, it does look like they're elderly people, full of, wrinkled elderly. An elderly gentleman here, another one here, an elderly lady here. Not quite sure who this is, but anyway, elderly people. Which signifies that they really do not care about people. As far as they're concerned, the more elderly folks die, the less their pension burden will be. The less pension they have to pay out. Now, slightly above them, standing up in the arena, you can see we have various gladiators. One with a flail. You can see that this flail, this ball of the flail, looks very much like a coronavirus. And now these guys are dressed in the armour of relatively heavy gladiators, classes of gladiators similar to the Murmillo or the provocateurs. With now the Murmillo is it has this sort of helmet, but it is a sort of fish-like design with this sort of helmet. But what's interesting with these gladiators is that instead of having gladiatorial face masks, they instead have these beaks, these plague doctor face masks. Reference clearly to medieval Europe and the plague doctors of medieval Europe, who put all sorts of spices in a sort of face mask as a sort of protection. It didn't work against plague. Moving on, we can see in this middle flag here, you can see elements of the Union Jack, elements of the Australian flag, the 7-point star on the Australian flag, and let's count these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, 13. Let's go and check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, exactly 13 stars. We've checked twice. Exactly the same number of stars as on the first Stars and Stripes flag, when the US first gained independence from Britain, or from the British Empire. Yeah. no prizes for guessing what that signifies. Now we can see on the friezes. Yeah, this is definitely, you've got horses, you've got people with shields. This is the sort of friezes that, although in ancient Rome these friezes would really be painted, but anyway, this is a political cartoon, so we won't worry about them. Going on to the podium. This is POTUS 45, obviously Donald Trump. Big, boisterous man with his purpley, reddish purple robe in the garb of a Roman emperor. Double thumbs down, condemning all these innocent lives to their fate. These innocent elderly folks who are clearly at the mercy of people with no mercy. This is clearly Bojo in the armour of not quite an emperor, but a sort of senator / general, legatus, and he's got one thumb down. Clearly this is Bojo. Now, this is clearly reference to the idea that the US regards itself as the successors of Rome. And if you don't believe me, go and look into the Congress building, and you can see the fasces, the bundle of sticks, the Roman bundle of sticks with an axe, very, very prominently displayed and very proudly displayed all over both the House and the Senate, and all over Capitol Hill, in fact. Now, on the shields, we can see this all-seeing eye, the Illuminati. And up on top here, we have the flag, the Union Jack, the maple leaf of Canada, right? Another Union Jack. Although this is very difficult to see. This might actually be an Australian flag. We don't know. Right in the middle here is, right above Donald Trump's head, the Stars and Stripes. Now that we've spoken about these two, let's talk about these three. You can clearly see this is ScoMo, thumbs down, looking at Donald Trump. And this guy here, in drag, is clearly Trudeau. Justin Trudeau, exactly. Canada's PM, looking at Trump. These two are clearly looking at Trump, clearly signifying that they are basically Trump's running dogs, or America's running dogs. They just do whatever America says. And if you look at Morrison here, he's a bit, he looks a bit, like very sort of, the way he's looking at Trump has a different expression to how Trudeau looks at Trump. He looks at Trump in a sort of a very insecure sort of way. Okay, well, I'll just do what he's doing. Oh, whatever he's, yep, he's got his thumbs down. Yeah, I'll put my thumbs down. Trudeau, on the other hand, looks on Trump as if he is in love with Trump. This is not the first time that Ulrich Jilin has depicted Trudeau in drag. But we have a lady, a genuine lady here. Well, compared to this lot, she is definitely I would call her a lady. Looking down, almost, I think she's got her eyes closed, actually. Yes, her eyes look to be closed, and she looks to be weeping at these victims here. She is obviously the PM of New Zealand, the smallest of the Five Eyes nations, and the one out of the Five Eyes that decided not to get itself involved too deeply in their Five Eye cousins' war, Cold War against Red China. Over here you can see the Roman Eagle, SPQR, same on the other side, SPQR, the Roman Eagle. The SPQR incidentally stands for Senatus Populosque Respublica, Senate of the People of Rome, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a. I don't speak Latin. I've never learned Latin. I think it would be more interesting, however, if these pillars were to have an axe on them, like in the form of the fascist fasces, the bundle of sticks with an axe. But anyway, it is what it is. He chose not to do this. I don't know, he forgot or something. I don't know. But anyway, another Roman / American eagle here. Eagle, 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 and on the top center we can see here the Statue of Liberty on top. It's clear to everyone who's in charge here. The caption says, "Herd immunity, a massacre permitted by the state." Okay. If there's anything else, yet more flags here depicting, the Union Jack, the in a sort of an eye, in the Five Eyes. I think these two are. This is probably Canada, US, Britain, and the Australia, New Zealand, whichever way round it is. And if we look closer, we can see a lion's head here. The daddy of the Five Eyes, the originator of the Five Eyes, England, depicts itself as a lion. So that's probably what this lion means. Oh well. I think that's all I can get. That's as much as I can get from this picture. Other than the fact that these two obelisks, there is an obelisk in London which is stolen from Egypt, next to the Thames, and they've got, I believe they've got lions around them, or is it camels? No, they've got sphinxes around them by the Thames. If you ever go to London, you can look out for that. And another thing that I might point out is that these, yes, on the one hand they depict the elderly, but on the other hand they could also depict scientists. Elderly scientists, virologists with information that they are the Five Eyes establishment are trying to silence as part of their conspiracy to cover up a leak in Fort Detrick. Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Alright? Until next time, see ya.